Once in a quiet town, there lived a poor boy named Rafi. His father fixed bicycles on the roadside, and his mother sold vegetables in the market. They had little money, but Rafi's heart was full of gratitude. He found joy in small things: a sunrise, a kind word, a shared smile. In the same town lived a rich man, Mr. Mera, who owned many factories. His only son, Aarav, had everything: toys, gadgets, cars, and clothes from around the world. But inside, Aarav felt empty. He had friends who liked his wealth, but none who cared about him. He smiled often, but his heart was tired. One day, their worlds crossed. Aarav's car broke down near Rafi's street. While the driver called for help, Aarav waited outside, restless and bored. Rafi noticed him and walked over with a gentle smile. "Do you want to play?" he asked, holding a small handmade ball made of old cloth. Aarav hesitated but nodded. They played on the dusty road, laughing as the ball bounced unevenly over the stones. For the first time in a long while, Aarav felt free. When the game ended, he offered Rafi some money, but Rafi shook his head. "You don't have to pay for happiness," he said simply. "It's free when you share it." Aarav was quiet. Those words stayed with him. Days later, he returned, not in his fancy car, but on foot. He found Rafi helping his mother at the market. "Can I help?" Aarav asked. Rafi smiled again. "Of course." That day, Aarav carried baskets, helped customers, and watched how Rafi treated everyone, rich or poor, with the same kindness. As the sun set, they sat by the roadside sharing a piece of bread. Aarav asked softly, "Rafi, don't you ever wish you were rich?" Rafi looked up at the orange sky. "Maybe one day," he said, "but I don't need to be rich to be happy. I already have what money can't buy: peace, love, and people who care." Aarav felt something shift inside him. That night, he went home and looked around: the big house, the expensive things. But they all felt silent. He realized that wealth meant nothing if the heart stayed poor. From that day, Aarav changed. He started helping his father in charity projects. He built a small learning center in Rafi's neighborhood where children could study for free. And every weekend, he visited Rafi, not as a rich boy, but as a friend. Years later, when Aarav grew up and took over his father's business, he made one rule: every success must help someone else rise. And he often said in interviews, "The greatest lesson I ever learned came not from a teacher or a book, but from a poor boy who showed me what life truly means." Rafi too continued his simple life, still humble, still smiling, knowing his friendship had changed a life forever. Moral: true wealth is not found in your pocket, but in your heart. Do like, subscribe now, and let your heart find its reason to shine.